Yo, what's up? It's time to finish the Before I Rot remaster, possibly the most casual remastering of an album of all time, remix remaster. Yeah, we're going to do the last three tracks today. I just finished some Blee Blee voices, so my voice is a little scratchy. It's a lot of yelling, and let's just get into it. Crematorium, track 8, which apparently I spelt wrong on some release. A bit of a jump scare here at the start. I don't think that was my intention when I first made this, but again, I keep saying, who knows what I was thinking. But here's a bit of a shocker after the low energy of the last couple of tracks, I think. Man. My bones on my lump, please don't kill my phone. I'm power, I'm about to run into this. Thing is, I thought this was hardcore, but I guess I used Maximus and or maybe it's in the battery itself. Same over here. I mean, the song without Maximus is just a... This nice little section over here. Cowbells. Neat. And then the track ends. A couple of words. Oh, wait. Where'd it go?
Suck on whatever you were born with.
Some crazy things, I say.
That has the same one I'm watching porn with.
If you could tell what I said there. And then it ends with this quiet little hum.
Forget about it.
Okay, that was not that loud. Okay, in the original, it sounds like... It's funny seeing the tiny little brick. It's a tiny brick. I don't know what I was doing with my settings. I genuinely did not know what I was doing with my settings. So, but let's just drag in our little preset, you know. And I really don't think there's much to do other than just some gain, you know. And like I said before, we're doing like another 4 albums after this. We're doing Stay Here. We're doing, I forget the other ones, but there's like 4 of them. So we're doing all that. And it's going to be a lot more involved than what's going on here. Full rewrites, re-records, etc. This, I want to keep it as close to the original as possible, just cleaned up a little bit. But everything else is going to get sometimes major redoings. Criminally, sinfully, hilly, me suffering, buffering, offering powdery, powerfully, ended all, rented all. I'm going nation line at the Sylvester stop. Grab my bones, I'm a lump, please don't kill my phone. I'm power, I'm about to run into this one, street down like a shower. How many tears could you shed? Out, work. Criminally, sinfully, hilly, me suffering, buffering, offering powdery, powerfully, ended all, rented all. I'm going nation line at the Sylvester stop. I belong in a race, she knocked me over, and I'm on the base, pushing lucky clover. I'm Miss Rich now, I'm not about not you are, I don't give me no scalp. I'm depressed, but I don't want to die, but I accept that if it happens, so when I hang it's high at the right angle, it's just me floating in the sky at a right angle. I can give you 90 reasons why. Relax, I'm just doing inside if you're burning, I'll hit them. Just wanted to just clip just enough, you know. Really simply, hilly, me suffering, buffering, powdery, powerfully, ended all, rented all. I'm going nation line at the
versus. Always do that.
I'm like a shower, and how many tears could you shed? Fuck, outward, criminally, simply, hilarious, suffering, buffering, how do we powerfully end it all, rent it all, I'm going nice and light at the West is grab my bones, I'm alone, please don't get my phone, I'm out and running to this.
What a song. Let's see. Let's see how the ending is. Oh, this part too. Let's see.
I'm depressed, but I don't want to die, but I accept that if it happens, so when I hang it's high at the right angle, it's just me floating in the sky at a right angle. I can give you 90 reasons why.
It's really obvious how good my delivery is with this new mix.
I'm depressed, but I don't want to die, but I accept that if it happens, so when I hang it's high at the right angle, it's just me floating in the sky at a right angle. I can give you 90 reasons why.
Relax, I'm just thinking inside if you're brain, I'll hit the right spot and you feel all my pain. All social network people ever say same. I hope this type of doesn't go left. Horse definition lame. Suck on whatever you were born with. That hand's the same one I'm watching porn with.
Okay. And then a last little bit here.
Forget about us now.
I think it would be valuable to throw a fruity limiter on there. You know, get the original sound.
Forget about.
Yeah.
Turned to my original. Fire clean me, don't breathe me. It's seeming like. Forget about me. I'm dust now. I've returned.
That little bit right there.
Forget about me. I'm dust now. Forget about.
Yeah, that's kind of goofy.
Sworn myth.
Oh well.
I swear in my name, I'm just a sworn myth. Forget about me. I'm dust now. Forget about me. I'm dust now. I've returned to my original. Fire clean me, don't breathe me. It's seeming like death is nothing to me.
That's like the loudest part of the song. But overall, I keep doing that. I don't know if it's muted or not.
I'm dust now. I've returned to my original. Fire clean me, don't breathe me. It's seeming like death is nothing to me.
Quick and easy. That was maybe the easiest one. All right. Let's move on to the track number 9. Here we are, track number 9. Hour 26 minutes. This is Crippling Loneliness. Oh, this one's real interesting because I wanted it to be so lonely that it's just my voice. So the entire beat is my voice.
Sitting in my urn, it's me, myself, and I never learned. That's all I earned. I'm still judging myself today. Court adjourned.
So I think I can actually do a bit more with the mix here than usual. I've already did my vocal chain, but let's see what I can do with the well, let's break it down first. Actually, this isn't really the production breakdown because there's not much to break down really in these songs, but we can see these. So we got Don't Ask Me Why. Don't ask me why. I'm not gonna mess with these because they don't undo. So if I set it to normal, it's gonna, I don't know. I can't undo it properly. I can't copy paste. Whatever. I won't talk to you again. But I won't talk to you again. But I won't talk to you again. Real quiet. To them, I bet it seems like fun. Another one? I bet to them it seems like it's fun. They know I'll be alone. I know I'll be alone. I know I'll be alone. And that is everything that makes up the beat to the song. So I don't know, let's get the loudness up and just work from there.
Sitting in my.
Can't be too loud, but like, or maybe.
Never learned sitting in my urn. It's me, myself, and I never learned. That's all I earned. I'm still judging myself today. Court adjourned. I have no concept of time here, it's just me, it's too hard, but I'm adjusting. Just me and my crippling loneliness. Give me my blanket back, Linus.
Give me my blanket back, Linus. Bars.
It was mine, that was all mine. If it's just me, then that blanket was mine. You're out of time, I'm out of time, but I make time, I make runs. I have no need to die. In God, the longer I stay here, don't need to die. In God, the longer I
Yeah, I like that better with the breath.
don't need,
Even with the click.
don't need to die. In God, the longer I stay here, it's just me, but I be there for God is me. Only I can bow to me, only I can be consumed by me. I presume by me, I resume time.
Let's get the gain up so it's fair. About there.
God, the longer I stay here, it's just me, but I be there for God is me. Only I can bow to me, only I can
It's just crisper, it's just crisper.
to me, only I can be consumed by me. I presume by me, I resume timing. God's inside me and I timing. God's inside me and I committed to his timing. God's inside me and I God's timing. God's inside me and I committed to his side. That means God don't love us because we aren't equal and we weren't let inside. God didn't see himself as worthy of the idea he had of himself, so he offed himself and didn't write a will just to all the wealth. It's blasphemous the way I talk about myself. Ain't it funny how I sit on a shelf, same place your text goes, same ways but less rows. I belong up your nose, cause that's where all the poison goes. Oxygen's killing you all in unison, like that bread you all eat at communion. Don't I scare you yet? Water kills you too, don't get too wet. I don't see nothing but nothing. I don't hear nothing but nothing. I don't hear nothing but nothing. There ain't nothing but me.
Oh. Noise is catching it. Denoiser's catching it.
Nothing but nothing. There ain't nothing here but me.
Gotta figure out which one it is. If it's SSL or the...
Nothing but nothing. There ain't nothing here but me.
Oh, it just didn't... It's just too... I said it too quietly.
Nothing but nothing. There ain't nothing here. Nothing but nothing. There ain't nothing here but me.
Is it the range?
Nothing but nothing. There ain't nothing here but me.
So I gotta be careful with the denoiser. Because I do need it.
Nothing but nothing. There ain't nothing here but me. Nothing but nothing. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Nothing. Ain't nothing.
No, let me see. That's the best we're gonna get, I think.
I don't see nothing but nothing. I don't hear nothing but nothing. I don't hear nothing but nothing. There ain't nothing but me. I don't see nothing but nothing.
Or I can manually, it's always easier just to... This...
There ain't nothing here.
Okay, I got to be careful with that. What? Okay. Nothing.
Ain't nothing here but me.
It's kind of jarring.
I don't see nothing but there ain't nothing here.
It's the here that's the problem, I think.
There ain't nothing here but me. But me. Nothing here. There ain't nothing here but me. I don't see nothing here but me.
I think that's just...
I don't see.
I mean, how's it sound in the original?
Kills you too. Nothing. There ain't nothing here but me. Nothing here.
It's illegible. What would I expect?
Nothing but nothing. There ain't nothing here but me. I don't don't see nothing.
I think it's fine. It's just, you know, it's lo-fi. And you can, I think you can hear it clearly the second time around anyway.
Hear nothing but nothing. I don't think nothing but nothing. There ain't nothing here but, and I'm nothing. But nothing, there ain't nothing here but, and I'm nothing.
What happened there? That doesn't sound right. Should be nothing here but me, but
Nothing here but, and I'm nothing.
I guess it was always quiet. I don't know if that was a flub or, huh.
But nothing, there ain't nothing here but, and I'm nothing. But.
This is the most raw mixing tutorial, mixing video of all time. This is what it is. This is the weeds.
But. I don't see nothing but nothing. I don't hear nothing but nothing. I don't think nothing but nothing. There ain't nothing here but, and I'm nothing.
But also, I could also just get rid of the
Sitting
high.
in my, but
I always use this button, this triangle, the triangle, but I could just do this instead, be more selective.
but me. I don't see nothing but nothing. I don't hear nothing. There ain't here but, and I'm nothing. Sitting in my urn is me, myself, and I never learned. That's all I earned. I'm still judging myself today. Court adjourned.
I should rename this video to Kyle Landon Plays with the Denoiser for 50 minutes.
Sitting in my urn is me, myself, and I never learned. That's all I earned. I'm still judging myself today. Court adjourned. I have no concept of time here, it's just me. It's too hard, but I'm adjusting. Just me and my crippling loneliness. Give me my blanket back, Linus. It was mine, that was all mine. If it's just me, then that blanket was mine. You're out of time, I'm out of time. The longer I God's inside me, and I committed suicide. That means God will just
This is possibly the most esoteric content I will ever make.
all the wealth. It's blasphemous the way I talk about myself. Ain't it funny how I sit on a shelf, same place your text goes, same ways but less rows. I belong up your nose, cause that's where all the poison goes. Oxygen's killing you all in unison, like that bridge you won't lead at communion. Don't I scare you yet? Water kills you too, don't get too wet. I don't see nothing but nothing. I don't hear nothing but nothing. I don't hear nothing but nothing. There ain't nothing here but me. I don't see nothing but nothing. I don't hear nothing but nothing. I don't think nothing but nothing. There ain't nothing here but, and I'm nothing.
Maybe that was intentional. Ain't nothing here, but because if I'm not even there, then I wouldn't say me. Me's not even here. Or it was a flub, and that was the best I could do. Either way, I am.
Sitting in my urn is me, myself, and I never learned. That's all I earned. I'm still judging myself today. Court adjourned.
Because I could EQ these vocal chops. I could compress them, but I don't know. It is what it is.
I have no concept of time here, it's just me. It's too hard, but I'm adjusting. Just me and my crippling loneliness. Give me my blanket back, Linus. It was mine, that was all mine. If it's just me, then I don't see nothing but me.
I think we're good here. I think that's a crippling loneliness right there. All right, one track left, and thankfully, it is the best. I would say one of my best tracks, period. So we got that to look forward to. Let's get to it. All right, here we are, the final song and I went through a little while ago and I looked at all the times and dates and I compiled it all into a little document. Check this out, right? Everything was made in order. I did Good for Something, Custom of the Sea, Not the Tismith, On the First Day, On the Second Day, Drain, and you can see the times, midnight, and then first thing in the morning. Another thing, another thing, another thing, another thing. And then look here. 10:22. Not 23. 4:40. Which means that I actually wrote this first, which I completely forgot. So I wrote this first, and then Good for Something, and then I fell off. I fell off. But yeah, interesting, very interesting. Anyway, this is one of my favorite songs I've ever done. It's sort of it wraps the whole thing up nicely. It's very, very good. It's very nice, even though it's still rough and simple. It's still like, especially the lyrics. There's a lot of cringe lyrics all over this thing, but this one, there's some really good lines, some really good flows. I'll just listen to a little bit of it.
Feels like I die every time I wake up. My dreams tell me of lost promises lying in the grass I have to rake up. They all died off that tree they grew from. So many dead I can't add up the sum. It's falling now, I guess it's to be expected. Winter's up next, but there's no hope to be protected. My dreams giving people I'll never see again. Dreams that remind me of how I never got to be honest with them. I wanna write out my last book.
And so on and so forth. We'll listen to more in a better mix. Also, I wanted to listen to some of the full takes real quick, but let's just.
I wanna write out my last will and testament today as I keep struggling. My will fades more and more every day. I remember once I asked if you was gonna be okay. You said yes, but I don't trust.
I'm gonna have to do some work on this.
Yes, but I don't try to afford to bury me. Won't nobody miss me terribly. I know no person on this planet would marry me. I wanted to be loved, but my depression weighs so much nobody could carry me. I never spoke my mind and never acted like myself. I'm broke, vagabond in a vessel made of wells. Nobody believed in me, but I never told them where I wanted to be. It's too unrealistic making it in the music industry. There's no real niche for depressing hip-hop, except in this truth. It feels like when I hit rocks, time TikToks. The only thing you are to me, you're complete. You're the reason I have blood in my arteries. I'm a failure and I never tried. I just laid in bed and tried to force myself to cry. My face is dry because I'm dead inside. This music is my only real pride. I want you to stare into the mirror and tell me who you see, because the one you see is the one that's losing me. In years from now, when you see my contact in your old phone, you'll regret all the love you never shown. It doesn't matter if things start to look up. Scars from my previous battles leave me shook up. I can only do this so many times before I get sick and you hear that monitor whine. One long note, that's all I am. I can't sustain myself, no, I can't stand. It only mattered when I was inside. Now that I'm gone, I'm out of mind. None of you are right. To me, waking up and falling asleep are the same thing. It's all black like the credits, cause my life's past the main scenes. This is just the epilogue and there won't be another part. Now that I got nobody, I don't got no heart. But I concoct beats that release a piece you want, a piece to lay it on deceased. So good, so good. And check this out. Check this out, right? If you let the album loop, track 10 going back to track 1. Yup, it loops. Depression is a cycle, an endless cycle. Good for nothing.
Before I mix, let's listen to these real quick. Let's see how the first take went, and let's see how the last take went, or one of the last takes. This is gonna go hard. It may be hard to do.
Feels like I die every time I wake up. My dreams tell me of lost promises lying in the grass I have to rake up. They're all dying off the tree they grew from. So many that I can't add up a sum. It's fall now, I guess it's to be expected. Winter's up.
Shifting around and stuff. Yeah. And then the take 9. I chose this one because it's got my favorite flow. What am I saying?
Feels like I die every time There's still time. Recover. Feels like I die every
I hit that immediately.
Feels like I die every time There's still time.
I don't know what happened there though. Maybe my throat got a little ugh.
Feels like I die every time I wake up. My dreams tell me I've lost promises. Lying in the grass I have to rake up. They all died off that tree they grew from. So many dead I can't add up a sum. It's falling on me, guess it's to be expected. Winter's up next, but there's no hope to be protected. My dreams give me people I'll never see again. Dreams that remind me of how I never got to be honest with them.
Flubbed it. But my favorite flow.
I get sick and you hear probably you're the only right this music like me. In your old phone, you're really me. And tell me who you see.
Oh, it's take 10. Why do I get take 9? I'll take 10 start. This is funny.
One more try. That's what I think I'm feeling good. Feels like I die every time I wake up. My dreams tell me I've lost promises. Lying in the grass I have to rake up. Start to look up scars from my previous into the mirror and tell me who inside this music is my only real pride. I want you to stare into the mirror and tell me who you see, because the one you see is the one that's losing me.
Okay, I was wrong. They weren't lined up, so I don't know. But this is one of my favorite lines and flows, etc., I've ever done.
I want you to stare into the mirror and tell me who you see, because the one you see is the one that's losing me. In years from now, when you see my contact in your
I want you to stare into the mirror and tell me who you see, because the one you see is the one that's losing me. That's crazy. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to do a little labor here, especially with this wah bass, right? There's like a wah bass. Yeah, it's a bass.
I wanna write out my last will and testament today as I
keep it accurate, you know, with that.
I don't trust you, so just go. I wanna write out my last will and testament today as I keep struggling. My will fades more and more every day. I remember once I
Completely unquantized. Love it.
I wanna write out my last with you. It's gonna be okay. You said yes, but I don't trust you, so just go away.
Just the Dobby kit. I love the Dobby kit. And just these dejected EP chords. I was addicted to just, you know, just dragging the whole chord up, you know.
Burying me. Never spoke my mind and never acted like myself.
I like how it's all overlapping.
In a vessel made of wells. Nobody believed in me, but I never told them where I wanted to be. It's too unrealistic making it in the music industry. There's no real niche for depressing hip-hop except in
There's no real niche for depressing hip-hop. That's what I said. Not quite true.
I'm a failure and I never tried. I just laid in bed and tried to force myself to cry. I want you.
And then, of course, we get to the new chords.
I want you to stare into the mirror and
Breaks my heart.
doesn't matter if things start to look up.
Ooh, the low ones.
8 times before I get one long note, that's all I am.
And then the bass does it at the end, because that makes sense.
But I concoct beats that release a piece you want, piece to lay it. But I concoct beats that release a piece you want, piece to lay it on deceased.
This was like a reference to Dizzy Rascal because he has this bar that apparently he reuses a bunch back in old live shows or this or that, whatever pirate radio thing they were doing in the Boy in the Corner days. But he would go, what was it? Because it's at the end of I Love You, and it's like a set of bars he would use over and over again. It's kind of his signature. It was off the top of my brain. I gotta play the whole song in my head right now. I love you. Hey, everybody, I'm articulate. I'm not an idiot. This is the next step. All right, the two step. Yeah, got a bit set. Oh my God, I guess he would use that a lot. So I thought these bars, this will be my Dizzy Rascal bar that I use over and over again as sort of my signature. Never did it again because why would I say I'm deceased at the end of my signature?
Priest, but I concoct beats.
Also, I was thinking about being a voodoo priest, which I don't know what I was thinking.
Priest, but I concoct beats that release a beast you want. A piece to lay it on deceased.
But that was gonna be the signature. Overall, this is sounding good.
Feels like I die every time I wake up. My dreams tell me I've lost promises. Lying in the grass I have to rake up. They all died off that tree they grew from. So many dead I can't add up some. It's falling on me, guess it's to be expected. Winter's up next, but there's no hope to be protected. My dreams given people I'll never see again. Dreams that
I just did that. Anyway, I think we're done here, but we're not done, right? So what I'm gonna do now off camera is I'm gonna render this out as I have been rendering everything out. I'm gonna render this out and I'm gonna just listen to it in full, the whole album. And I'm gonna write my notes and I'll make my corrections and that'll be that. So let's see what happens next. Okay. Hello, what's up? It's been like a day. It's nighttime. It's my bedtime. It's a Saturday though, so I'm a little more lenient. I'm going to go ahead and listen to the album now, just in FooBar here. Listen to it in full, and I have Notepad open here, and I will just write down any possible mix suggestions I might have, or just ideas if anything comes to me, if I hear anything that sticks out, because this is it. I want this will be out, and it'll be done, and it'll be out for the public, and I don't ever want to have to come back to this again. So I gotta leave it all here on the table. I also have over here where it is. I got over here the original Bandcamp. Private, of course. You have the URL, but you can't get to it. I had it for $5. Nobody bought it. And this is where all the lyrics are because I could not find them anywhere in my notes. I released it December 22nd, 2015. So, yeah. It's like, I guess Oblivion Access was a couple days before it, but you've seen the dates. You know what happened. These are my notes. Produced from scratch to completion in 2 days. From when things got really bad, but I somehow mustered up enough motivation to put it to waveforms. And then edit. Is that June? June 22nd? The day before Sonic's birthday? 2016. Okay, this still goes in. Drain still my top 5 songs of all time. This is before I remade it for Selfish Animal. But okay, so here's where my lyrics are. I'm gonna just listen to it, go with the lyrics, see if there's any typos or anything done wrong, and just any mixed ideas, and I'll come back after it's over and let you know what my notes are looking like, and we'll go on from there. All right, let's do it. Okay, I'm back, and it's a very interesting album. I feel like, but there's a couple things. Most of it's good, but there's a couple things. But yeah, listening to it, it's like, I'm glad I made it. It's crazy, it's weird, it's sad, of course, but like, this is straight up just me, like, just doing it anyway. Like, I knew I had to make something, so I made it. And I didn't care if it sounded great. I didn't care how good it was. I made something. And knowing what I was going through, how I was feeling, and I'm very, very proud of it. That'll make it a good album. But as far as the whole you know, it definitely is allowed to have its place in the Kyle Landon discography. Or it'll probably get released on Kyle Landon DX, but it'll be out public, you know, forever. Yeah, strange. Just a couple. I just wanted the vocals louder in a couple spots. There was a couple times when I would hear like me smacking my lips or something, or shifting around, but in the car seat. But I just ultimately kept it. So I wanted it to feel. There's sort of a running theme with all the lyrics, as you'll see if you go ahead and listen to this and read the lyrics. There's sort of this, you know, it starts with me and I end up at sea and I get eaten by a god and I'm sort of dead, like in an urn. And it does kind of sound like I'm rapping from inside an urn, and you can you can hear me just kind of moving around every once in a while. So yeah, but yeah, the weirdest thing is I don't remember how this happened, but crippling loneliness is just so loud right now. Like watch, like here's did it twice. Nice. I'm gonna just play it.
Feels like I die every time I wake up. My dreams tell me I've lost promises. Sitting in my urn is me, myself, and I never. Feels like I die every time I wake. Sitting in my urn is.
It's just louder. It's just fuller. So either I reduce that or I bring everything else up. But we'll look and see. Also, one more thing I wanted to show you real quick, because I was going through the lyrics too, just correcting them, spell checking everything. And the very last word of the very last song, I spelled like this. Deceased. So yeah, shout out to me. I guess we're just gonna make these corrections and that'll be that. I guess I'll update you when it's time. Like seriously, why is crematorium softer than crippling loneliness?
Sitting in my urn is me, myself, and I never learned.
It's crazy. So I listened to it all and it's all good. We have a completed album. Just like that. It's that easy to make your first album if you're watching this as a tutorial. It's that easy. So I guess it's time to sort of, what's the word? I guess it's time to sort of christen this whole thing and really make it official, at least to me. Right? So here we go. When you finally do the tags for me, that's what makes it feel real. When the tags are in there. Look at this. And yeah, I know that I have MP3 tag. I could automate all this, but no. Although I am not typing out my name 10 times or the album title. But yeah. So I was just thinking, now that we're at the end of this, like the next thing I think we're gonna do is Stay Here, which is an album I did. I did most of it in high school. I finished it did I finish it before I graduated? I think I finished it like a month after I graduated high school. But that's next I want to do, and that is going to require that is going to need to be entirely re-recorded vocally, and many lyrics are going to need to be rewritten, and many entire songs need to be just completely hollowed out and redone. And I'm excited and I'm scared. You know, part of it is like how much time can I really dedicate to this? But also it's just like, man, I really hate some of those songs. How could I fix it? How could I? But I think it'll be good. It'll be a good time. I think it'll make for some good content too. Let me get it in bulk over here. You already know. In lowercase. And let's be honest. And yeah. Wow, now it's real to me. Look at that. I have a completed album. So that ladies and gentlemen, and that what is the word? And that, ladies and gentlemen, and MBs, as a car alarm goes off in the distance, that is Before I Rot, remastered 2026 edition. I don't think anyone who was in a Discord listening to the original version will think that this is worse. I think everyone will agree that this is the superior version. Overall, if I have any last remarks on this album before we get out of here, it's so. I think. Huh, what do I think? I'm having trouble finding words. Really, this is odd. I'm glad it exists. I'm glad I made it. I learned a lot. And it has lots and lots of flashes of brilliance in there, but it's a rough listen. It's an immature listen. But I do feel like there's at least one person in this world who, like, maybe Did It to Myself will be one of their favorite songs of all time or something, and that, that's what it's for. That's what all this is for. I feel when I think of this album, I think of JPEG Mafia's Ghost Pop tape, which, to be honest, I've only listened to once, and it was like last year. It was pretty recent when I listened to it, and I was not impressed at all. But a lot of people adore that album. A lot of people say that's his best album, and while this sounds nothing like that, and vice versa, and this actually doesn't, it predates it, doesn't it? When did Ghost Pop? Oh no, Ghost Pop predates this by 2 years. But I just feel like I think one of the reasons Ghost Pop didn't hit for me was that I felt like this was sort of addressing similar things, similar feelings, just a very lo-fi, emotional sort of, and yet still hip-hop oriented, just sort of thing going on. Although it's very, Ghost Pop's very sort of poppy too, from what I remember. I'm not saying this is better or anything. It's probably worse in a lot of ways. But if that can mean so much to so many people, then maybe this can too, I think is what I'm trying to say. When I think of that, when I see people talk about Ghost Pop, I just think, oh yeah, Before I Rot though. I already did my version of that unintentionally. I don't know, I'm rambling. It's just, it's odd. It's very odd. This is going on 11 years old, this little flash of my life. I completely forgot that I produced the whole thing in 2 days. And I completely forgot that I made it all in order, except, drag the last track up on top, and then you have the whole thing in order. I completely forgot about that. But this really represents just like, I had a need to create. Stay Here was made before this. And if you ever listen to it, we'll hear some of the original tracks in upcoming videos. But Stay Here was recorded with the AT2020 microphone, through, was it a Scarlett? I recorded it somehow on, a decent microphone that I didn't know how to EQ or compress or anything, but still it was much better than anything else. And then that was when I was living with my mom. And then I moved in with my dad right after graduating high school. And my living situation did not permit any recording of anything at any time. And then after that, I still knew that I wanted to record something. I had to make something. I had to figure it out. So I did the whole thing in my car on my phone, and the voice memos and all of the instrumentals are bleeding through in the background. But it just represents just that drive to me. This whole album is just like, I had to make this. I had to make it, and I did it no matter how it would sound, no matter what the quality was. I just did it. I just made it. It really, to me, represents that just need to create that I'm proud to have. The bug the itch. I didn't think talking about this would be so difficult. I don't know. Maybe because literally everything else I've made is a million times better and I spent a million times more time on it. But this is important, right? And I'm glad I did this. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a strange note to end this whole series on, but yeah, very soon, very, very soon, we shall be starting to stay here. I'm super excited for that. I'm so nervous. We're going to be doing Silver Forests. We're going to be doing Himmecut, and it's going to be quite a time. I think I need to eat dinner. I think that's what's going on. All right, well, thank you for tuning in to Kyle Landon Prime. Be sure to watch Kyle Landon main channel. I got a new single out. It's complicated. Go listen to that. Go listen to Who Am I. Go to the Blee Blee, watch the cartoons, etc., etc. I realized recently, like if you're a new fan of Kyle Landon, there is so much goodies all over the place to enjoy. I've been spoiling y'all. All right, I'm off to go make some more things to spoil y'all with. Thank you so much. Before I rot forever.